So the Common App essay is the main essay that students will work on for their application process, but there are a number of colleges that also require what we call supplemental essays, which are ones that are supplemental to the Common Application, and they're questions that particular colleges want you to answer that have to do with their own review process. And so they'll be different, questions from different institutions. And so I think Carlos is going to take a few minutes to talk about those essays and how they're used and what schools are looking for in those supplemental essays.
The poor supplemental essay, it is so often neglected. It is left to the last minute. It does not get to see the English teacher does not read it. So often it is an afterthought, and yet in some ways this is your opportunity to put yourself in front of the college and say, this is why you would be a great fit for our institution. This is why you stand out among all the other applications that are going to this school. And the supplemental essay, I think, in many processes can be a swaying factor, especially if for some reason you were being considered in a committee process. We will talk about, is the student really interested in us? And even for those of us who don't necessarily catalog demonstrated interest and how many times you came to the college fair table and things like that, the supplemental essay can be a way of showing your fit and your engagement. The most common question that you'll see in the supplemental essay, I think, that's out there is, why Colorado College? Why Columbia? Why Holy Cross? You know, what is it about our institution that is attractive to you and exciting to you? And so we see a lot of students who sort of approach that from, you know what, Microsoft Word is awesome because I can use find and replace. And so I will just, switch out school X and I'll just change that up. And so I'll write one really good essay and I'll utilize that several times. And so, in our office and with one of the traveling, I've traveled with a group of other deans and directors from mission offices, we talk about the Cheesecake Factory test. And if your supplement cannot pass the Cheesecake Factory test, you probably need to revise it and work a little bit harder. And what I mean is that if you can take out the school name and replace that with the Cheesecake Factory and it still works, you have not accomplished your objective. So if your essay reads, I love the Cheesecake Factory. I love the location of it. It's just an amazing place. The people at the Cheesecake Factory are always friendly and happy and inviting to me. And the food isn't bad either. Then you haven't written enough of a sophisticated essay for us. You need to go a little bit deeper. You need to sell yourself a little bit more. And so, I joke, but in all seriousness, we do see many essays that are like that, where it is very surface level. And I think students sometimes just miss the opportunity to really engage. And the other thing that I think with that why school X, is if you don't do the word find, make sure that you are writing an original essay for each college. Each college is a little bit different, and what we'll see sometimes too is, Colorado College is an amazing place. I love the liberal arts curriculum, the unique environment, and my visit there was incredible as well. It really made me decide that Claremont McKenna is the place that I want to be next fall. And so, we do see that essay sometimes too, and you've given yourself away. You've shown your cards there maybe a little bit, and we're not going to necessarily not say yes to you still, but you do want to put your best foot forward in the process, and that's not necessarily doing it in that supplemental essay. So spend time on the essay. The other piece that I think is really important for students to hear is that this is as much about telling us why you think we're great as it is telling us about how you will contribute to this community. So make sure you spend some time. It's not just that Colorado College had, I love the mountains and skiing and the block plan. That's all great, but why does that matter to you? How is that going to help you further your goals? What are you going to bring to the table because of those assets that our community has? How does that enhance some of the assets and things that you're bringing to the table as well? And the best questions, the best responses that I see that do that. So, thank you.